Hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. Okay, it was bad enough that I saw that episode 4, and that was pretty intense. Okay, I just saw episode 15 of Guilty Crown. Um, Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Out of 5. Hell, you know what? You know what? Fuck that. 10 out of 10. I'm just, it was unbelievable. Unbelievable. These guys at IG Productions, they know how to make anime. They know how to do it. Oh, by the way, before I go into this review, I want to mention one show that I found out about called Broken Blade. Looks very interesting. I suggest everybody go check that out. It's actually a 6-part anime thing. It's almost like a movie in 6 parts. Pretty interesting. Just figured I'd mention it. Okay, let's get into this. Guilty Crown, episode 15 review. This one was called Sacrifice Confession. Alright. The episode pretty much starts off with, Shu's the named president. And in this episode, he's being tested to be being president and leader of the whole school. And you see a scene, you see the beginnings where everyone's helping each other. Hari, the girl, the childhood friend of Shu, she's helping fix these lights, and everyone's helping. So, while that is going on, and then you have other people helping, like that kid, that Shu's friend, I forgot his name, Shu's friend who is kid with the takes those pictures and stuff. He's helping also. Everybody's eating and stuff and getting together. And Shu is still opposed. The hero still is bringing it up, opposed into ranking people's voids. And basically what that means is you would have people ranked as A, B, C, D, E, and F. The reason why he's against it, is because he feels it's discriminatory to everybody else. So that's his whole beef on that. While that's going on, we get a scene with Hari, Ayase, and Tsugumi. They're in the tub, nude scene, and Tsugumi's poking at Hari, saying, you should just get on with it, confess to him. It's like, yeah, she's like shy about it. And then we get this other scene with Shu and that kid I just told you about. Yeah, he's arguing with him about the whole ranking system and that you shouldn't do it, we shouldn't do it, blah, 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 blah. And he agrees with them, and he's there screaming on top of their lungs on this roof and saying, yeah, no, against it, yeah, whatever. And then, while that's going on, also in this episode, we find out that one of the funeral parlor members, I forgot his name, but he was like Guy's right-hand man. He's in prison with the general guy. I forgot his name. Got the purple hair. But anyway, and basically, there's something going on there. While that's going on, Shu finds out from Yahiro and the ex-president that they can't go with they can't continue with how they've been handling things. Shu has to accept this. Supposedly they're telling him, you have to accept this idea of ranking everybody, because if you don't, we're not going to survive, supposedly, because they're running out of vaccine, the medicine, to help them prevent from the virus. So Shu comes down the steps, and he gets confronted by his friend that he was talking to on the roof, and everybody else saying, take out our voice, we can do better, we're not worthless, blah, blah, blah. So there's the whole bit on that. And pretty much what happens is Shu gets word while he's in the, that area he's with Hari. And he's holding on her chest, and she's like trying to consult him about everything that's going on here. He gets word that his friend and other classmates went out of the school and are going to try to go to the hospital to get more vaccine on their own. That's when this horrific situation happens. They get attacked by the Enlaves, and these helicopters show up. And what ends on happening is his friend, tells Hari to fix a car with her void. The car gets blown up, and Hari gets hurt, and Shu tries to rescue her, so on and so forth. And while this is going on, also, Inori's there and everybody else, and they're trying to save them, and shooting down a few helicopters here and there. That's when Hari gets up. Hari's unconscious, and she sees Shu badly hurt. She's bleeding a lot. And she uses her void, which is the ability to heal Shu. Guess what happens? She turns to stone. As Shu wakes up, he finds out he's been saved by Hari, and she's stone. And she disappears in his hands. She's gone. She's dead. At that point... Oh, by the way, before she dies, she tells him this story about the kind king. The kind king who, gave up all his money and land to people and so on and so forth. And supposedly that's what happened. That point, when she disappears, the kind king is dead. There is no kind king anymore. She was gone. He's like La La Land. He just snapped, gone. He destroyed. He goes to Inori, grabs her hand, pins her down, and forcibly takes out her void. And then just destroys the enslaves. After that happens, Yahiro informs Ayase and Tsugumi what occurred. And they're like shocked. They're completely shocked about what happened. And that's when Shu's done killing these motherfuckers, his friend's saying, "I'm sorry, Shu, it was my fault." He says, "You're right." And he's like, gone. When I say gone, completely gone. It was your fault. And he just beats the shit out of him. And they're all calling him names, Shu, Shu, Shu. And he's like... He then announces to Yahiro and the others, "We're going to separate the good voids from the trash." He uses the word trash. And he says, there's no such thing as a kind king anymore. And then at the end he says, "I'm going to be king." This was possibly the most intense episode of Guilty Crown I've ever seen. More intense than the 10, 11, and 12. Because remember, 10, 11, and 12, no one of real significance towards Shu dies. No one really dies. This is the first time somebody he cared about died. He was pissed. It was like someone just, how you got a string and you cut it? That's what happened. It was just like it snapped. Hari's death it's gonna take a lot for shooting it out of this. I think that was possibly, he was not, it wasn't like he was showing any anger. It was like there was nothing there. Just blank. And he was yelling in agony over this. And he just goes ballistic and he kills the enslaves. And destroys them. And he basically said, we're going to separate the good from the trash. He's going to go with Yahiro's theory of ranking, of avoid ranks. And can't blame him. She died right in front of him. But the only question I need to ask you guys is this. I don't know if everyone's been watching Gundam Age, but people who have, this is directed to you. What was more intense? Flint losing urine, or Shu losing Hari? I'd like to know which one was more of an intense mode. Hari was a very good character, man. I can't believe they killed her off. Holy shit. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, my neck's kind of hurting me. But man, that was something else. That was intense. And that's a big time button to push. When the main character of a show loses somebody close to them, I've noticed there were a few kind of reactions to be put. You saw Shu's reaction. Especially when it happens right in front of him. Sort of like Luffy and Ace. Perfect example. But this was really crazy though, because he did not have any expression on his face. His eyes were glazed and there was no rage. It was like instant. And now he's been turned into what I like to call a king who's going to cut your throat. She believed in Shu Hari, and now that she's dead, he's not going to be a kind king. He's going to be a ruthless king. He's gonna run over a fucking wall, and he's gonna go kill those motherfuckers of the government. 5 out of 5, my friends. Pros. The whole episode was a fucking pro, but the ending was the pro. What was the plus? IG Productions. I'm going to say that IG Productions, as far as the robot anime genre is concerned, they know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. But this show is special. Really special, Guilty Crown. Really special. And I enjoy every moment of it. Tell me what you guys think. You liked it? You hate it? What's your thoughts? And thoughts on the review. Rate, comment, subscribe. My God. How can Hari die? That's a crime, man. She's hot. Right? Cute too. Why get rid of her? Oh, I guess, he's flat-chested. But that's just me. This has been Bonkai922. Wow, 14 minutes. See you guys later. Go Guilty Crown.